What are the chances that you get a bad module, you call a bad PCM, and then you get a replacement that not only is bad but has the same exact faults? So you get another PCM that again has the same exact faults as the first two. When do you start to question whether it's the rebuilds or maybe you made a bad call? And this is where I'm at. We have an 06 Dodge Charger 5.7. Forgive the noise going by. I was called out here because this has codes P0031, 37, 35 maybe. I don't remember what it is. It's actually, I'll show you what they are in a second. Easy enough. If I cycle the key, these codes will come right back. Hold on. Key off. Key on. All I need to do is cycle the key, rescan it, read codes, and they come back. Hold on. There it is right there. There are my codes. 31, 37, 51, 57. All for O2 heater circuit low, which would insinuate that they're shorted. The shop had already put 4 brand new O2 sensors in it from the dealer. I came here, I checked it, I troubleshot it, I said it needed it had a bad PCM. They got a rebuilt, put it in. It came pre-programmed, whatever, and the same codes are back. I said, hey, maybe I screwed up. I don't think so, but if I did, I'll eat it. I'll pay for the module, and it worked for free. I came out, I troubleshot it, I says, I think you got a bad PCM with the same problem. They got another PCM. This one did not come programmed. I came, I set this one up, immediately sets the same 4 codes. Now, I digress. These modules, the most common fault for this generation is this problem. So is it unheard of? No. But 3 of them in a row? Maybe. I checked, I load tested my circuits, I checked the resistance of all my O2 heaters to make sure they're all right. I even went and checked from the PCM each individual O2 wire, heater wire, control wire, through the circuit back to ground. They all ohmed out about 4. I get it. We don't like ohm testing. We'd rather resistance testing. We'd rather load test circuits. But I'm doing every test I can at this point. So if you can, where is it? I have a O2 sensor hanging over here. If you can ohm out a heater circuit and get 4 ohms, and then I go and I test it from here, from the PCM, all the way through the harness, through an O2 sensor, whichever one, either one of the 4 O2 sensors, I'm going through it, and then I'm literally just clipped to ground over here, and I get 4 ohms. That's a pretty good indication it's not broken. I don't have a broken circuit. I can also I can do a resistance check to ground and prove that it's not short at the ground. I've done voltage testing. And now here's the kicker. So I'm here out here the 3rd time, and this thing's got my cage rattled. So I said, I'm going to go one step further, just to make sure I'm not missing something. I went and I got an O2 sensor. I checked it. It's got 4 ohms, brand new. Denso. I've literally clipped the heater control wire at the PCM. I've hooked into it right here. I know my wires are messy, but forgive me. I am pinned in right at the O2 sensor. Right here. So it eliminates the whole harness. And then I came back to this ground right here. I know it's not battery ground. Before somebody says, oh, you got to be on the battery. I know. But I'm taking this for now. Because if I get a good reading, guess what? Then that ground is good. If I get a bad reading, I'll question the ground. But I didn't. I have my voltmeter hooked up. I got my amp clamp hooked up. I want to know if this thing still codes without doing anything. Will it code? And it does. As soon as I clear them, cycle the key, it comes back. Now here's the other test not that this isn't a verified. This isn't like a. You'll see this in the trouble chart kind of thing, the flow chart. But I'm trying to block the glare. I apologize. I can't. Oh my God, that's even worse. All right, you're gonna have to deal with it if I can. That's something. So if I come out of this and I go into the active test, swipe. I am on bank 2, 1, bank 1. I'm tied into. You're gonna mess me up. I don't know if I'm in bank 2. Hang on, I'm gonna go back and check because now I don't remember where I am. I am left front. Okay. Left front. Da, 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 da. Here. Bank 1, heater, right? I'm on bank 1. I can bidirectionally control it if you can see it, and if not, too freaking bad. I'm doing this on the fly. 25% duty cycle. I have voltage, I have an amp, I have current flowing. So bidirectionally, I can control this. Why can I bidirect? And if I put my heat gun on it, which may or may not have went into standby, it is getting hot. It's at 94 degrees, 95 degrees, 97 degrees. So guess what? Bidirectionally, I can control it. I just wanted to get out of that real quick. So my point is, if you can bidirectionally control it, but yet it still throws that code, that's usually an indication of the circuit on the board that monitors current flow is what is faulty, because when you're bidirectionally controlling it, you're not utilizing that part of the board. I may be explaining that wrong. When you're bidirectionally controlling the O2 heater circuits, you're not monitoring anything. You're not asking the PCM to monitor anything. You're telling it, hey, turn that heater on 10%, 15, 20, 25%, and it does. And it has the capability to do it. I just proved it. I'm tied in right there, which eliminates any problem with the harness, any problem with the O2 sensors that are in the car. I'm right here. I can turn the heater on, I can turn it off. As soon as I cycle the key, it says, hey, there's an overcurrent issue. It thinks it's shorted and throws all 4 codes at the same time. So guess what? We got a third bad PCM for the exact same problem as the first 2. Just thought that was interesting. Rattled my cage a little bit because I really thought I was making a bad call, but I'm not. And at this point, I've gone to extreme measures to make sure that I didn't make a mistake, because I make them. I make mistakes, and if I do, I eat it. And I'm trying to make sure I didn't. If there's anything I missed, if you guys think I missed something, is there something else I could have checked? Let me know in the comments. I'll be glad to hear it. I'm not, I'm thick-skinned, man. You can hit me up. I know I could have checked the grounds. I know what the grounds are, but here's the thing. If I had a bad ground, I load tested the circuits before, first time I was out, and they were good. So I load tested that ground, because from the O2 heater that goes right to ground, there's a ground 109, I think a G109, G100. It would have failed the load test. So I think I pretty much covered the bases there. But that's it, guys. Be 100%. It's not what you know. It's not what you think or know. It's what you can prove. And I think I've proven it here, that we got 3 bad ECMs with the same exact problem. And it looks like I beat the rain. Got to get out. Hope everybody's having a good day. Hope to see everybody at Super Saturday in November. ASTE is in North Carolina, end of September. I will be at both. I'll also be at Vision in Kansas City in March, and hopefully STX in April. Hope everybody's well.